many races. Well, you really can pick somebody apart.
Oh, you can just stand right in front of them and point at them. But you know, look at my right leg. This guy here. See that?
This is very cool, actually. I just heard about it. I've never.
Yeah. You could use a little adjustment.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. But what I'd like to do is come back and spend some time with you next weekend. I have a big meeting at 5 o'clock with these digital guys, so I've got time to spend time with them. What I'd like to do is spend some time personally. Yeah, of course. I brought my boots. If I'm thinking I might have time, but I'm running so far behind today. And then, have you visited my website? I have. It's like an online ski magazine.
I've got everything you've done.
It's an online ski magazine. It's really cool, and I want to write a story about you and put it on that. Yeah, when I've got a little digital camera.
I can't give it to you right now. Hang on a second. I just put some.
Yeah, but what are you doing? You're doing totally the opposite that you've been teaching. You're on the outside skiing.
Looks that way, doesn't it? Watch. Now I'm going to change feet. Move and tip. Change and tip.
That's what he's trying to get you to do. He wants back on.
Whoa!
Dude! Too much fun.
This is probably the best drill you can do. Talk about balance, feeling your edges, you know.
You always keep it in these totally together?
He gets a contact that he likes.
I like, when I ski off piste, I like my thighs to touch. Boom, during the turn.
As long as you're doing that for 25 years.
Can you do it the other way?
Scared me. I'm in control. I get scared.
You didn't panic and drop the button.
Whoa!
Wow.
This is where we learn ballet.
Happening in place. It's sort of like a cross section of the turn, you know. I mean, but watching the ski, I can imagine it making an arc on the snow. I mean, in space. But in fact, it's just a slice. It's like it's moving up and down in the turn with time.
The key is that on a very high end, it actually loses its lure a little on our high end.
Yeah.
But when you get people up through, up through level 7 or whatever you want to call it, up to where they're matching skis, what's so wonderful is we can introduce a movement pattern in the feet that we can't do on the mountain. In a way, we can't do it on the mountain because I'm right here while you're doing it with the mirror.
You can't screw up. I mean,
And you see it immediately, right? When you do,
Right, sure.
you see stuff immediately, but you get the new movement pattern in the feet here, and they get it like that up there. You know, I mean,
This is very.
in my humble opinion, they get it like that.
Well, I mean, I have this one living proof, which is that Shannon O'Grady, I've been trying to help her skiing for years, and nothing ever worked until she worked with you.
So
that's
did you
really
get that on tape?
I heard.
You're allowed to move, by the
It's
way.
true,
You don't have
you know.
to stand in one spot.
No,
Make
but-
sure you got. Did you get that?
But
The beauty, I think, for in terms of students and lessons and stuff, is the intimate contact you can have with them as they're doing it. You can't get it out there. I cannot ski backwards well enough yet
yeah, who can?
to talk to people about what's going on in their feet while they're doing it. It's always, okay, now, remember what you did back there 3 turns ago? Remember that time you had that foot out? You know, remember that one? Now this is, we're going to work on that move. Now follow me, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Plus, you have the possibility of creating a stream of consciousness for them as they're doing it.
So have you always had skis like this with side cut and stuff like that, or is this relatively new? Because
Less-
my vision of what a ski deck was 10 years ago was that they were little swishy things, you know, that you just had little things that you just swivel back and forth. And what I can see here,
accused of being a swishy skier.
no, but,
you know?
but what I see here is that you can actually work a ski on a surface.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely. Again, you're doing it without forward momentum, but the beauty of that is their center mass and their stance is felt over their feet. So as soon as they get inclination, they have that same connected feeling. I never have a problem with a student taking on forward momentum with the movement pattern. The movement pattern gets easier with forward momentum because forward momentum is a stabilizer. You know, it's like a gyro. You know, so as soon as they get that stability,
it's like the belt.
it's like it's like the bell. So they pick up the movement pattern usually quite quickly in the snow.
So the feel to the snow when they're skiing is the same as the feel here, it's just that the angles are different.
Yeah, well, as soon as you have inclination, which is your resistance to centrifugal force, you're still in the same relationship
So your vector
with your center mass and your feet. You know, I'm not real big on creating a lot of angulation, only because it's not as functional off-piste. I direct people off-piste. I like my students to go to the other half of the mountain.
They don't angulate that stuff. I mean, they don't do that anymore, do they?
Well, if you're going faster than hell, it happens.
Yeah, right.
You know, the faster you go, the more your center of gravity will leave the inside.
I don't think what I do is
Or you can use you know, some anticipation, or you can use inclination. You know, and I like, see, when I ski off piste, if I go 20 miles an hour, I'm hauling ass. All right.
I'm here.
So we're not creating huge angles of inclination when we ski off piste. You know, most of our edge angles come from some kind of angulation. Off piste, in my opinion.
Some skiers they do.
The other, no, I didn't really show you a lot of
No, I'm
things.
sort of slow relaxed skier. I don't ski like very much at all.
I don't
It just
either. I
happens.
noticed that in your tapes. You
It
ski
just happens.
fairly.
Well, in my last tape, you have a copy of my last tape.
No, I want you to
I'll bring you one. I
want you to sign that
Carving
too.
to me was stylized.
You should see it because Harold skis for me and stuff like that. And it was kind of like I had to have
Ray, move over here.
I'm shooting both of you guys.
I had to stop and say and ask myself whether I had anything really new to contribute or whether I had done everything I knew. And so I made the last tape's called The New Skis. It's about how to get the most out of shape skis, out of extreme side cut skis.
Edgar and I go way back.
Yeah. Well, and so I had Harold that had some really good skiers skiing with me, but I'm kind of a lazy, mellow skier. So Harold is like, he skis twice as fast as I do, so he's twice as far in all the time. You know, he's got more centrifugal force to balance. You know,
exactly, so you can.
And it's going to happen if you're relaxed and balanced. You'll be as far in as you need. You don't have to push your hips way in.
Right. No, I understand. That's the speed commands, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have an internet connection? Do you have a?
Yeah, I have one.
Cool.
Yeah, I have one.
Well, you got to take a look at what I've done. It's like an alternative ski magazine. I put in all the good stuff that the ski magazine won't print. You know, and I change it every month. The articles, I have back issues too, but I change it. You know, like a magazine. And I have something on ski instruction, something on ski travel, and then something on ski writing. Sometimes poetry and essays and stuff like that. So I can do whatever I want. You know, I don't have to clear it with an editor. So I'd like to do a story on this. Take some pictures. I'll bring a little digital camera. We'll get some stills.
I really liked the piece you had in Aspen magazine last year. They had the pictures. There's like 6 great pictures.
Oh yeah, and I just wrote some little captions. So yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm having fun with this stuff. So, but what I'd like to come and spend enough time to get the hang of it. Can we do it? Yeah. Well, next weekend maybe. Because I'm working every day.
Let me look at my schedule.
See when you have weekend time.